Hello students, so today we're going to discuss Mathematics Quarter 2, Module 2, Illustrating and Graphing Linear Inequalities into Variables. Okay, for this module, these are the materials you needed. So you need to prepare your ball pen, your coloring materials or highlighter, ruler, and a graphing paper. So after going through this module, you're expected to illustrate the linear inequalities into variables, graph the linear inequalities into variables, and 3. Represent real-life situations using linear inequalities into variables. Okay, so for your review, you may go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code 11006417, or you can go to https quizzes.com/join !gz equals 11006417. So, pwedeng dito kayo sa Join My Quiz. Pwede rin namang punta kayo dito sa link. So, I'm going to send this link in the description box below. Okay, so again, when we say inequality, this is a mathematical statement where one expression is not equal to another. It uses the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal. So last week we discussed inequality, and in this side you're going to see the example of a inequality. So it uses the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal. Okay, so recall that a linear inequality into variables is an inequality that can be written in one of the following forms. So, diniscuss din natin yung standard form ng linear inequality, and ito yung kanyang mga different forms. So, we have 4. So, we have the ax plus by less than c, ax plus by greater than c, ax plus by greater than or equal to c, and ax plus by less than or equal to c, where a, b, c are real numbers, and a and b are both not equal to 0. So, yung ABC natin, ito yung mga real numbers natin, and then hindi pwedeng maging 0 parehas yung a and b. So, also take note that these forms can also be written in slope-intercept form of linear inequality. So, ito yung standard form, and this is the linear inequality. So, we have y less than mx plus b, y greater than mx plus b, y less than or equal to mx plus b, and y greater than or equal to mx plus b. Again, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So take note of the standard form and the slope-intercept form of the linear inequality. So we also have the solutions of linear inequality into variables. So kung may yung linear equation, meron tayong solutions. Yung linear inequality, meron din tayong solutions dito. So paano ba natin nalalaman yung solutions ng linear inequality? So this is any ordered pair that makes the inequality true. So parang kagaya lang din nung sa solutions ng linear equation. So kailangan pag sinubstitute mo yung given na x and y, yung ating inequality ay magiging true or mag-equal sila. No, not equal. It should be true. Kasi inequality nga tayo. So, wala tayong equal sign dito. So, ang mga sign natin dito is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Kailangan maging true. Sa graphs naman, this is the region of points bounded by a line. So, doon naman sa graphs, yung solutions natin doon, ito yung region of points or ito yung shaded part doon sa graph. So, later on, we're going to discuss the graph. But this time, let's discuss first the solutions using ordered pair. Okay, so here is the steps that leads to the solutions. So first, you're going to substitute the value of x and y in the given expression. And then you're going to simplify. Then you're going to add or subtract. And then identify whether the set is a solution or not. So let's have an example. So you're going to determine if the points A, 2, 3, B, 0, 0, C, 3, 0 are solutions of inequality 2x plus 3y less than C. So, kailangan kapag para masabi na solution yung A, B, or C, or alinman dito, pag sinubstitute natin yung x and y dito sa 2x plus 3y and sinolve natin siya, kailangan ang lalabas ay less than 6. So, kapag ka ganon, that is solution or that is true. Kapag ka false, that is not a solution. So, let's now solve. So, for letter A, so 2, 3. So, gamit tayo ng, copyahin natin yung given, which is 2x plus 3y less than C. 6. So, our x is 2. Oh, no. So, substitute lang natin. So, 2 times 2 plus 3. Yung y natin is 3 less than 6. So, solve 2 plus 2 times 2, that is 4. Plus 3 times 3, that is 9 less than 6. 4 plus 9, that is 13 less than 6. So, 13 less than 6, is that true or false? Okay, if your answer is false, that is correct. So, 13 less than 6, that is false. So, dapat para maging true siya, kailangan yung ating symbol, dun siya nakaharap sa 13. So, di ba nung elementary, ang sinasabi dyan, ang kakainin mo ay yung mas malaki. So, kapag kaya mas malaki yung kakainin, nung symbol or yung tawag pa nga dyan dun, mouth ng alligator. So, true yon. Pero kapag ganito, kamukha nito, nakaharap yung ating symbol dun sa mas mababa, that is false. So, this is not a solution. Okay, this time let's try 0, 0. So, we have 2x plus 3y less than 6. So, substitute 0 to x and y. So, 2 times 0, that is 0, plus 3 times 0, that is 0, less than 6. 0 plus 0, that is 0, less than 6. Is this true or false? Okay, this is true. So, mas mababa ang 0 sa 6 kasi nakaharap yung mouth ng alligator natin sa 6. So, this is true. And ito yung tinatawag natin ngayon na solution. Okay. Last, let's see if 3, 0 is a solution of the inequality 2x plus 3y less than 6. So, our x is 3. So, 2 times 3 plus 3 times 0 less than 6. 2 times 3, that is 6. Plus 3 times 0 is 0 less than 6. So, 6 plus 0, that is 6 less than 6. So, this is not correct, obviously, because they are both 6 and the symbol is less than. So, this is false. And this is not a solution. Okay. So, kailan pwedeng maging tama ito? So, kapag ka nagkaroon ng equal sign sa ilalim, this will become true. So, dahil less than lang siya, this is false. So, I hope you get how to determine the solutions for the linear inequality. So, let's go back for the steps. So, first, substitute the value of x and y in the given expression. And then, you're going to simplify, then add or subtract, and then identify whether the set is a solution or not by looking if the result is true or false. Okay, so now, let's proceed to graphing linear inequalities into variables. So, dito mo nagagamitin yung mga coloring materials mo or highlighter and your graphing paper and ruler. Okay, so first, you should remember that for the inequality, the graph is a region or a half plane and the line defines the boundary of the shaded region. So, meron tayo ditong tinatawag na region or half plane and then yung line para maging boundary ng shaded region. So, meron tayong shaded region. Ito yung nagre-represents the solution sets of the linear inequality. So, kamukha ng sabi ko kanina, yung shaded part natin, that is the solution sets for linear inequality. So, madami yon. This indicates that any ordered pair in the shaded region serves as a solution. So, basta nasa shaded part, pag kumuha ka ng ordered pair doon, tapos sinubstitute mo doon sa inequality, magiging true yung ating sagot. The boundary line of a linear inequality divides the coordinate plane into two half planes. So, yung boundary line natin, ito yung naghahati doon sa linear inequality natin sa dalawang half planes. And only one half plane contains the points that represent the solutions to the inequality. So, hindi pwedeng yung dalawang parehas na plane ay may shade. So, isang part lang yung may shade or yung half plane lang yung may shade. So, remember, ito yung about the boundary line na sinasabi. So, yung boundary line, pwede siyang maging dash or broken line. So, kapag dash or broken line, ito yon. The inequality involves less than or greater than. So, yung inequality na given natin, ang symbol niya ay less than or greater than lang, which means the points of the line are not included in the solution. Ibig sabihin, yung mga points daw na nandun sa broken line, yung tinamaan ng broken line, hindi siya kasali sa solutions. Then, yung pangalawa natin na boundary line is yung solid line. So, ito yung example ng solid line. Yung inequality naman ng given natin is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So, ito yung may kasamang equal to. Ibig sabihin, the points on the line are included in the solution. So, yung mga points na nandun sa line, tinamaan ng line, kasama pa siya sa solutions. Again, dash or broken line, ang ating given na inequality symbol ay less than or greater than. Kapag ka solid, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Okay, so here is the steps in graphing linear inequality, or here are the steps. Okay, first one is you're going to plot the points using slope and y-intercept. Then identify the boundary line to be used. So, gagamitin natin dito yung slope and y-intercept, which is the y equals mx plus b. And then, tandaan, gagamitin mo, pag broken line, kailangan ang given ay less than or greater than, and then solid line naman kung ito ay may kasamang equal to. Next, for number 2, you're going to use a test point that is not on the boundary line and substitute it to the original inequality. So, dito sa step 2, yung test point karaniwan, kung yung line natin ay hindi naman dadaan dun sa origin or dun sa 0, 0, ang gagamitin mo na test point lagi ay pwedeng 0, 0. Next, for step 3, if the result in step 2 is true, shade the half plane that contains the test point. And if false, shade the half plane that does not contain the test point. So, kung ang result natin dun sa step 2, pag gumamit tayo ng test point na sinubstitute natin dun sa inequality, kapag ang lumabas na sagot dun ay true, dun tayo mag-shade kung saan nandun yung test point. Pero kung false ang lumabas, dun tayo sa kabilang side, yung hindi tatamaan yung test point. So, let's have an example. We have here graph 2x plus y less than 1. So, the first step is we're going to write this in slope-intercept form, or yung y less than mx plus b. Bakit less than? Kasi less than yung ating given. So, from 2x plus y less than 1, so, i-isolate natin yung y. Yung 2x natin, we're going to transpose. That will become negative 2x plus 1. So, now we can now plot the points. So, using this, identify the slope and the y-intercept. So, for our slope, ito yung katabing number ni x. We have negative 2. And then, yung ating y-intercept, that is 1. So, unahin natin ipa-plot yung 1 that is in the y-axis and that is positive. So, ito yon. This is 0, 1. And then using the slope, so itong negative 2, that is negative 2, 1. Yung 2, that is the rise, and 1 is the run. So from 0, 1, we're going to move 2 up, so 1 and 2, and we're going to move to the left 1 unit kasi negative siya. So again, 1, 2, then 1 to the left. So this is now negative 1, 3. Then after that, you're going to connect the points. Pero, titingnan mo muna, ano ba yung symbol na given. So, because the symbol is, ang symbol natin ay, ito, less than. So, ang gagamitin lang natin na line ay broken line or yung dash line. So, we're making a dash line here. So, mas okay kung gagamit kayo ng ruler para to it. Okay, and then don't forget the arrowheads. So, meron na tayong broken line or yung ating boundary line. So, write natin dito yan. So, for the boundary line, we have the broken lines. Yan, para hindi nyo makalimutan yung ating second step. Now, for the third step, we're now going to use a test point. So, ito palang boundary line, and under lang siya ng number 1. So, this is not number 2. Ang number 2 pala natin is the test point. So, ang gagamitin nating test point ay 0, 0, and then, kukunin natin yung original equality, which is 2x plus y less than 1. Then, substitute natin yung 0 sa x and y. So, we have 2 times 0 plus 0 less than 1. 2 times 0, that is 0. Oh my gosh. Okay, so ayan. So, substitute lang natin yung 2x ay yung 0 dun sa x and y. So, that become 2 times 0, that is 0, plus 0. So, that is 0 less than 1. Then, identify natin ngayon kung true or false ba to. So, 0 less than 1, this is true. So, kung true siya, doon tayo mag-shade sa part na dadaanan yung 0, 0. So, andito yung 0, 0. Ito siya. So, dahil true, dito tayo sa half plane mag-shade. Dito sa part na to pababa. So, gamit ka lang ng color or any highlighter. So, dahil hindi naman kasama yung line, so make sure na hindi lalagpas dun yung shaded part mo, shade mo. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin niya, yung solution natin, lahat ng nandito sa part na to, kapag sinubstitute mo siya dun sa given na inequality, true ang lalabas na sagot. Okay, so sana na-gets to. Next, let's proceed to example number 2. Excuse me. We have graph 4x minus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So, same procedure tayo. So, copyhin ko yung 4x minus 3y greater than or equal to 12. And then, I'm going to write this in slope-intercept form. So, isolate negative 3y. Then, greater than or equal to negative 4x plus 12. So, I'm going to divide this by negative 3. So, dahil nag-divide ako by negative, so kung natatandaan nyo last week kapag nag-divide or nag-multiply tayo ng negative na integer, so we're going to reverse the inequality symbol. So, cancel ang negative 3. So, from greater than or equal to, we're going to make it less than or equal to, then negative divided by negative, positive, we have 4 over 3x. Then positive 12 divided by negative 3, we have negative 4. So from here, our slope is 4 over 3 and our y-intercept is negative 4. So we're going to start to plot this. So negative 4 tayo, dito tayo sa baba ng y-axis. And then we're going to move 4 units up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 units to the right. Then 1, 2, 3 kasi positive siya. Now, for the line, so ano ba ang ating boundary line? So for our boundary line, we're going to use, very good, that is solid line. Bakit? Kasi meron tayong equal to. So connect lang natin to with the solid line. Then, after that, we're going to use a test point. So, we're going to use again 0, 0 kasi hindi naman dumaan yung line natin dito sa 0, 0. So, get the original inequality. So, 4x minus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So, 4, substitute substitute 0 to x and y. So, we have 4 times 0 minus 3 times 0 greater than or equal to 12. So, 4 times 0, that is 0. Minus 3 times 0, that is 0. So, we have here 0 greater than or equal to 12. And the answer to this is, very good, this is false. Kasi nakanganga yung ating symbol dun sa mababa. Kaya ito ay false. So, kung mag-shade tayo ngayon, saan tayo mag-shade? Kanina true, so dumaan dun sa 0, 0. So, dahil false, dito tayo mag-shade sa lower part. And take note, dahil ginamit natin na ang line natin or ang boundary line natin ay solid, so ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng points na nandun sa may line ay kasali siya sa solution ng linear inequality. And that's it. And that's how you graph linear inequality. Okay, so I have here some tips for you. So, if given natin yung inequalities in slope-intercept form, so di ba pag naayos mo na yung given na gagawin mo siyang slope-intercept form, so ito yung inequalities. Kapag ka ang ating inequalities ay y less than mx plus b, yung part na ating isi-shade ay below sa baba nung line na y equals mx plus b. So, di ba maggagawa kayo ng line? So, ang shade mo nun sa baba kung ganito yung inequalities. Kapag ka naman greater than, y greater than mx plus b, above naman siya. So, sa taas. So, below, then above. Kapag ka naman y less than or equal to mx plus b, so, yung half plane mo ay dun sa on or below. So, ang shade mo dun sa baba. Kapag ka greater than or equal to naman, syempre, above sa taas. Okay. So, for your activity, so ito lang yung sasagutan nyo. Activity 1, may borderline. So, the direction here is you're going to determine the boundary and the shaded region of each linear inequality into variables by putting a check mark on a proper column that correspond to your answer. So, check nyo lang kung ano ba ang boundary line na gagamitin mo for this inequality. Solid ba or dash? And then, saan ba ang magiging shaded region mo? Below or above? So, again, ito yung ating parang cheat sheet to. So, makikita mo dito kung paano mo malalaman kung below, above, on or below, on or above. So, ganyan lang yung gagawin sa activity 1, may borderline. Next, for activity 2, did I satisfy you? So, consider the following ordered pairs, which of them satisfy linear inequalities in two variables. So, test all the points in a given linear inequalities. So, kamukha nung ginawa ko kanina. So, titingnan nyo dito, alin ba yung pag sinubstitute nyo dito sa inequality, magiging true yung sagot. So, lahat to itetest nyo, lahat yan kailangan may solution. So, for the solution, that is 5 points each. So, we have here 5, 10, 15, 20. So, dalawa lang pasasagutan ko and that is equal to 40 points na kung tama at may solution ka. Okay, next is the assessment. So, yung 1 to 15 lang. And then, I have here additional activity. So, ako na yung, this is not in the module. So, ito na yung pag-graph. So, dito nyo i-apply yung tinuro ko about sa graphing. So, kapag ka nag-graph nyo na to, ang mangyayari dito, you're going to encircle the letter of the statement that correctly describes the location of the graph. So, di ba pag ginrap nyo to, mayroong part na shaded. So, again, kapag ka solid line yung ginamit, mangyayari, kailangan ang pipiliin nyo sa choices ay yung may includes kapag ka solid line. Pero kapag ka broken line yung ginamit nyo, ang pipiliin nyo ay yung may excludes. Again, yung solution na sinasabi dito ay yung mga part na may shaded. Okay? Ulitin ko, includes kapag ka ang ginamit ay may greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Exclude kapag broken line or less than, greater than yung symbol na ginamit. So, kapag pinili nyo na ngayon yun dito sa choices, so may mga letters siyang katumbas, you're going to write it below. So, dito, so number 1, A or I. For example, A yung sagot nyo, so lalagyan mo sa number 1 is A. So, you can print this template or pwede rin naman na kopyahin nyo na lang yung given. And then, gawa kayo ng sarili nyong graphing or Cartesian plane. So, that's it. That's your assignment or your activities in this module. So, kapag tapos na kayo, send me your answers and then I'm going to send you back the answer key so that you can check your work immediately and we can easily record your scores. Okay, so if you have questions, so just PM me directly and I will answer it as soon as possible na nabasa ko yung message. And that's it for today. So, thank you.